Hello and welcome to the first in this series of podcasts on dealing with the media. My name is Gail Downey and I've been a journalist for, forever. I now run my own media training and video production company, and in both it is all about the audience, and that's how a journalist and their editor think too. There are lots of myths around what journalists really want. You might think they're only interested in bad news stories. Well, of course, bad news sells. But a strong good news story, like curing cancer or finding a child trapped under rubble after an earthquake, will sell equally as well. I managed to get some fantastic print, radio and TV coverage for a charity which helps people with disabilities learn to fly, but I could not have done it without their help and consent. By agreeing to be interviewed, it took the story to another level, one of courage in the face of adversity. And that's what grabbed the audience. The problem is most organisations looking for media coverage forget what the audience want. Okay, so you can't produce a miracle cure or a miracle rescue every day. But if you give the audience something that makes them want to know more or stirs up some kind of emotion, then you're halfway there. So how do you choose? Well, firstly, if you have to convince yourself or your colleagues that it is a story, then trust me, it isn't. If you can't think of a good reason why you would want to read that story at that particular time, in other words, is it topical? Then save it for another more relevant day. If you're not telling me something I know already, then that isn't a story either. Harsh but true. Okay, so social media has changed the rules somewhat. The cat wearing a hat will get more views than your well-crafted corporate press release. But don't despair, there is more than one way to skin that cat, and we'll be talking about that in a later podcast.